Today on this Wellness Wednesday, we're going to be talking about what you guys need to be doing anytime that you ever do a drain refill. Now this tub in particular, this is a Salina, and it is a salt system. So with these, they're a little bit different than the regular chlorine and bromine systems. They use softened water for this. Now this tank in particular does 800 gallons of soft water before it needs to be recharged. This is a new tank, so we know that the water is already soft coming out of it. And with a fully empty tub, it's extremely important that when you add the water into these, whether it be a chlorine system, bromine system, or a salt system, that you add it through your filter housing. The reason that you want to do that is the air going through your filter housing is going to shove all the air out of your lines so that your pumps do not airlock. So when you add power to your tub, it's going to come up with a priming mode screen. And that priming mode screen, you're just going to want to burp your jets, each pump by themselves, burp it a couple times. It means powering it on and powering it off until you see your jets running the way that they're supposed to. And then you're going to go to your next pump and you're going to do the exact same thing. Now, if you're just adding an inch or two of water, you do not need to add it through your filter housing because it's not going to be pumping anything through your lines like that. All right, so like I said, when adding water to your tub, that you want to stick it into your filter housing. Now, sometimes with these tanks, depending on your water pressure, the hose will come out. So you want to stick your filter, just kind of put it in there. You stick there's little slots on the edge of your filter housing, and you can set your filter down into the top right there just to hold your hose in. Now, typically with a decent water pressure, it takes about 45 minutes to an hour for your tub to fill. In some cases, I've sat there for 3 hours waiting for the tub to get filled. Once the tub is filled up, you want to fill it to the bottom of your pillow, depending on how level your pad is. If you have an extremely level pad, then you can just fill it up to the bottom of the pillow. But what I tell people is if their pad's off a little bit, just go to your lowest pillow, but just make sure all of your jets are covered. If you have your tilt leaning away from your filter housing, you need to fill up a little bit higher to ensure that your housing's never going to run dry. If that happens, that can burn your pumps up, and that is not cheap. So we're going to let these fill up, and then we're going to end up balancing the tub out, and it should be good to go. Thanks for watching this week's video on Wellness Wednesday. Tune in next week for more spas and tips.